Here the ureteral orifice is identified on the right side, and hydrodistension of both ureteral orifices will be conducted as a means of performing a grading. This grading system allows us to determine the approximate volume of deflux injection for optimal coaptation. The right ureteral orifice is identified here. It is difficult to identify the upper pole ureteral orifice, which is in close proximity. In these cases, it is sometimes helpful to use a catheter for purposes of identification. Here, a 3 French whistle tip catheter is placed within the upper pole ureteral orifice, as well as the lower pole orifice, showing their close proximity. It would be unusual for treatment of a lower pole to lead to reflux of an upper pole. However, in our experience, we have seen this occur on several instances. The needle for injection is passed into the lower pole ureter under direct visualization. When the ureteral orifice is not noted to hydrodistend easily, the needle may be placed in similar to placement of a ureteral catheter, and hydrodistension will then be performed once the tip of the cystoscope is placed in the orifice, as shown here. With this technique, the proper depth of injection may be seen by placing the needle to the point of the hash mark on the needle. Once the needle is in position, hydrodistension is stopped, and a very slow injection is performed without placing strain on the ureteral orifice. As the injection proceeds, the ureteral tunnel will be noted to rise first distal to the site of injection, and then proximally with further injection. It is important to note that when the orifice is in close proximity to the lower pole orifice, as shown here, injection of the lower pole will coapt the upper pole by virtue of this proximity. After the first proximal injection is performed, the ureteral orifice is then hydrodistended. If it is noted to further hydrodistend, then a distal injection will be performed. These 2 tandem injections is termed the double hit procedure, and has been shown to improve the success of injection for both duplex and single system orifices. Very superficial injection is noted here, as the hash mark is noted to almost fall out from where the tissue is impinged by the needle. It's important to identify the upper pole orifice for efflux of product, as penetration through the lower pole ureter may lead to penetration of the upper pole ureter within the common Waldeyer sheath. If this occurs, the needle needs to be backed out, or a new injection site needs to be utilized. The surgeon will feel very subtle changes in the pressure buildup as injection proceeds, and these will also provide subtle clues for the end point of injection. Pulling the cystoscope back to the bladder neck will help identify improper technique, in that the deflux will be noted to move caudally and therefore out of the field. Inspection of the final product will show that the ureteral orifice as well as the tunnel is coapted, and hydrodistension will not allow the ureteral orifice to open. Use of the 3 French whistle tip catheter here identifies both orifices, and they are both noted to coapt. Submucosal intraureteral implantation with deflux appears to be a safe and effective treatment for refluxing duplex ureters.